Yo, what is going on everyone? It's me, Mr. Premps, and I am back here today with another One Piece theory, and I think this one's a real good one. Now if we cast our minds back to the end of chapter 1012, where Ulti slapped the shit out of Otama, which ultimately activated Nami's mothering mode. I mean, if that is a thing. I got thinking, how could Nami actually defeat a Flying Six member? You know, someone like Ulti or Page 1. For quite some time now, I think the general consensus amongst us One Piece fans was that Nami would somehow get Zeus, and that would be her main power up either in Wano or post Wano. But what if Oda is just teasing us? What if this isn't going to be Nami's power up, and Oda has plans for a different power up for Nami? And that's what I'm going to be taking a look at right here. Using some headcanon and details we have in the story, with a so-called tangerine tree and devil fruit, I'm here to combine the two theories into one, as I believe this could be Nami's overpowered power-up post Wano. But before I get into all of that, please make sure you leave a like on the video, as it helps me out so much with that YouTube algorithm. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, so you never miss out when I drop more theories just like this. And lastly, if you like One Piece and discussing it with others just like yourself, check out the Void Century Club forum, in which I'll leave a link to in the description to this video. But now the formalities are all out of the way, let's get into this video. So just to begin, I think it's quite important to take a look at Nami very briefly, because as it stands, and as it will likely to continue to be, Nami is part of the weakling trio, and that includes herself, Usopp and Chopper. Now although they are seen as the weaklings of the group, let's be honest, Usopp can be useful, and he has shown hints of him unlocking observation haki, and with him wanting to be a great warrior of the sea, some even suggest that he may unlock Conqueror's haki. But I'll save that discussion for when I finally get around to doing my Usopp discussion. But the question you're all probably asking is, why is this relevant? And that's just because the weaklings are the weaklings, and I don't believe it has to stay that way. Now of course, in the grand scheme of things, Nami is never going to be stronger than Frankie. But should Nami in the future be able to defeat a pre-time skip Frankie? I don't think that's so far-fetched. I personally do think Nami has some feats when we really do think about it, with the most recent feats involving helping Luffy defeat Cracker in Whole Cake Island, also defeating Brûlé, who had taken out Carrot and Chopper beforehand, and then more recently managing to survive a headbutt from Ulti, who we know Luffy was using haki against and almost went gear 4 against. And the reason I mention this is once again to prove that Nami is sometimes used offensively by Oda, and she is quite useful. But I guess you all want to know a little bit more about this theory, and so here we go. As we get to the end game, in a One Piece power system that so heavily relies on devil fruits and haki, I believe Nami's power up will not be haki related, but involve a devil fruit. But the consumption of this fruit is where we have a little twist. You see, Nami's main form of attack is her Clima-Tact, which was actually gifted to her from Usopp, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't actually think it was meant to be the offensive weapon that it is today. But I mean, they've actually made things work. Over time, Usopp has continuously improved Nami's Clima-Tact so much that Nami actually has become quite competent with it. Post time skip, Nami has taken her quote unquote sorcery to a whole nother level, and uses such forceful attacks such as her lightning attacks and tornado tempos. But here in Wano, she's almost hit a little bit of a brick wall. You see, the zones are really resilient, and not only have we seen that through Kaido, but we saw it when Sanji had a quick spar with Page 1 too, and most recently with Ulti. In chapter 1013, Usopp emphasized to Nami that they had to get out of there, because even though she attacked Ulti, it wouldn't be enough and she would soon get up. And I think for most of us, I thought that this hinted that Zeus would be coming to Nami, and that would be her next power up. But as the chapters progressed, I think the belief almost died a little bit more, because one, Big Mom seems sick and tired of Zeus, but would not let a part of her soul just be out there. And then 2, she's ordered her latest homie Hera to eat Zeus in order to power herself up. But this got me thinking, Big Mom's strongest homies come from her taking a piece of her own soul and giving life to these inanimate objects, such as her sword, Napoleon. Could it so happen that Big Mom could take a piece of Nami's soul out and infuse it with her Clima-Tact? I mean, don't come for me in the comments or anything, because I don't know exactly how this would work. But could Nami's own soul be infused with her Clima-Tact? I think it's certainly possible. Her Clima-Tact is her main weapon, and infusing it with her soul would give it life. But I guess the question really is, how much stronger would that make Nami? And I don't think it would be by much, because I'm just assuming here, but my belief is the reason for Big Mom's homies such as Hera or Napoleon being so powerful are because it's Big Mom's soul. And I don't believe that Nami's soul is even close to being strong enough. But I don't think that matters, because that's where the second part of this theory comes in. Most of us assume that Monet's devil fruit, you know, the Yuki Nami, has spawned on Nami's tangerine tree. So would the most logical thing be for Nami's newly brought to life Clima-Tact eat the devil fruit that's spawning on the tangerine tree, giving Nami the ability to control snow? I think it would be pretty cool. Now, by no means am I claiming the theory of Nami possessing Monet's devil fruit, but I think the circumstances as to how we get there is really interesting. Big Mom is a complete wildcard, and I don't think anything that surrounds her is a complete certainty, because quite frankly, she's erratic. As chapter 1014 approaches, the expectation is that Kid will be facing Big Mom as he's turned up and told Nami and Usopp to get out of there, whilst claiming Big Mom as his prey. So by no means am I expecting this theory to happen in the short term, but I do think that this could happen towards the end of Wano, or maybe post Wano. And I think the main thing to take into consideration right now is probably Zeus. Other ways that this could happen is if Nami does ultimately come into control of Zeus, and due to his greedy nature, that causes him to eat one of the tangerines on the ship, which ultimately is Monet's reincarnated devil fruit. Therefore, Nami being in control of Zeus, but also Zeus's new ability to control the snow, truly making Nami the Weather Witch. But this is just a lot of headcanon right now. I think Nami as a character is fantastic. She's always been a fan favourite, and I definitely think Oda loves her the most out of all the females. I mean, she is part of the original East Blue crew, so it's no surprise to me. But I guess that just about does it from me. It's a really short theory, but I think it's a really good one. I really enjoyed creating this theory, and I'm not sure I got all of my points across well enough, because I've literally just sat here and I'm talking from the top, so do forgive me if this is slightly confusing. In totality, I believe there's a strong dynamic between Zeus and Nami, particularly with Zeus stating how he didn't want Nami to hate him and that he wanted to make things up to her before he was humbled very quickly by Big Mom. And then he was fed to Hera, but I digress. I really hope this isn't the end for Zeus, and that Nami somehow can save him, maybe with a part of her own soul. And then once he's in her possession, he would go on and eat the Yuki Nami, making Nami absolutely overpowered post Wano. But let me know what you all think. Do you think that Zeus will be in Nami's possession post Wano? Do you think Big Mom could turn Nami's Clima-Tact into a homie? And ultimately, should we as fans still hold on to this theory that somehow Nami will come into possession of Monet's devil fruit, which is on the Sunny? Or should I say that we believe is on the Sunny? Let me know down in the comments. And as usual, if you like anything I've had to say, please make sure you leave a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss out when I drop more theories just like this. Save.